No money catch a man say. Papa mo ye de bo bra na ye papa mo ye de. Amobra.
But natural resources here.
The same.
I don't fuck with you,
sir. In 2 months and now a bit more sponsor a lot of stories against good board.
I see.
And someone enye no crack. And a good board aboka. And a good boy just to, demoralize a juma pa. Good board CEO name pay for it. We are me bona baso. Now him.
Before I walk on, Dr. Sammy Ayen Kasano, presidential aide. Doc Twaso.
Na Obekaya. Sa same we me so far on pa, but when we're in opposition.
I see.
They be more the year me. I don't want to talk about it. Alesta Matias.
Okay.
Sa semna na kwane can say. Onon na dan for President Kufuor.
Yeah.
No a lawyer. Na oni ni di kaso bombi a month biya no. Otimi the gold $40 million free Ghana.
Yeah. A month biya.
Yeah, 12 months in a year.
$40 million.
What the 10 months cry $400 million. What the 2 months can there's a $480 million.
Afibia.
Bosume hanja afibia $480 million.
And a
ebusiafo amutieme $1 million. Tisika 110 billion old Ghana cedis. 1 billion 110.
Every time they got $1 million.
Ne 100 ne say eno ne sata ne 160 billion. And ne 110 billion old Ghana cedis. 480. Afibia.
And now transfer soon fear what trick.
Sa nipa bako. So it should tell you, President Mama Kayeno, 40 tons.
63 and 40 pen never back.
There's 23 tons on your day.
Ama.
1 ton, 1,000 kilograms. What's the maker? Says Kawin went out of this country. And here now, baby, aba. Now what's me a gold board? Na Ghana. Ya good year, ya two over the years, ye nyason fasono. Abaine ma abaine nya President Mama initiative ama abaine nya sa nyema we so faso. And I can tell you, say, the number of corporate social responsibility programs, any projects are good board in the next few months, it will shock you. Yes. I don't want to discuss, but I know for a fact.
Wow.
Say Ghana benya a good year a two okruman. A son faso kesia e binsi da.
Beba.
Yes.
And I'm kwanzo.
Yes.
Afi.
Yes. In fact, from what I heard, I say last year.
I see.
I'm paying for the near be a good.
Yeah. So to me, a foundation year.
A year foundation year. The air Siano will be more than cat. The Omoye also my last year. Ghana benya a good year no son for so. Because of the initiative of President Mama they are here in gold board. Any penny power that gold board no lawyers and Jeffy. And then penny for. Ghana be benefiting from it. Enti you see Ghana for marathon kwemu. As far as voting for President Mama is concerned, every sector of this country will experience the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama. Every sector. Every sector is benefiting and seeing massive. Look at state institutions. And it has been revived. And even in the fisheries sector, under the leadership of the Honorable Emilia Atta, MP for Shama, Premix for Secretariat, Omo Penny friend Mr. Ebo Mensa, or Boy Juma Yepa. Omo de guidelines about how our premix and also fishermen is it tono. First, na a back door, Omo divertino, no macotone, bona fishermen for Ninya son for so.
Premix for no.
And there was a document about my phone, no enemy chances here can me kind be chill. I know, say, you're streamlining the price of premix for 1 liter, 1 gallon, way, Sikaneba, landing beaches, how almost say you soon near the other. To the benefit of the fisher folks. And some we fishing communities, no who's like they tell you how beneficial this initiative will be to them. You'll be shocked.
I see.
Oko Cape Coast, Elmina, Aflao, Western region parts, baby, fishermen here, you will see. Even in the north, Bupeni, those areas. Ekoso. Institutions like Tor, look at baby Omujina.
Yeah.
NIB, baby Omujina. Ghana Publishing Company, baby Omujina. I can go on and on and on. Many institutions they have started reviving because of the initiative of President Mama. Shahawa National Petroleum Authority are positioning Ghana, the downstream sector.
Yeah.
You see unison, prizes, competition. Ama amemuno ayefe. Ama sisi no. Just say even the private business themselves, no. Omo ankasa eko.
Yeah.
Constructively. So that the people of Ghana will reap so much benefit from the initiatives of the president. What did they make it? So, and it has just been a year. You say, I go best on a joa.
If you're not part,
Also, the Fianopa. Mejidi pass
I
near my koye. Na many just say, Benia Tony Swabaha. I know, say, or the health ministry.
Yeah.
Emu komodo do na
Well, we know in airport Monday, no.
Aye. Many Japan say these initiatives and I know say he will shed more light on it. All in all, no, the people of Ghana are grateful. Me personally, I'm grateful because I've also been a beneficiary of the market to buying here. Dollar, fuel. Ghana need be benefiting from it, no. Me so I'm also a Ghanaian. I also benefit from it. Me so me to fuel ni be. Me to me who baby a jina. And Canada me to me ni maybe a jina and name ni maybe a jina. I now have benefited from it. I know that there be. See, I can park here. See, I me to me for you cry. Me park here me numja. Me numja. I did 1.5 liter. Now I sandy fuel laba. Car engine 1.5 liter.
Cecilia, one more share data be with me from Bank of Ghana. Say, is your policy rate? I drop about 15.5
from 18.
From 18%, you know.
Yes.
It's about 15.5. MPP time now 30.
Sisiano.
Sisiano 15.5.
Sisiano President Mama said your kind on the 7th of January 2025. And then season also Ghana is open for business again.
Okay.
In fact, the other time I said we read chapter 6 of our constitution, we talks about directive principles of state policy. And was a binding share pegu akwemu a ebema businesses aiden a thrive. And this will reduce policy rate from 28 to 30%, about 15.3. And they say commercial banks ebema loans at a lower rate. Ama businesses etimi akwajibosia e dey be your businesses mo. You see, eno na Ghana for pe. Ghana for mo pe bi gidigidi bia o. Sa ono na adwuma na ono so ye didi no. Abide share pe be gu akwemu a ono so ne ho be high na the business be de ebe koso. Enti dwadini okwajebosia na say obetua 30% interest rate. Na President Mama ba na say ye kobobosia obetua only 15%. Ono onye MPP ni, ono onye NDC ni, onye CPP ni. But because of this alone, abaya manajuma ide akoso. Anyone around for be ehwehwe wenye bibia ntia o.
Eti MPC press briefing on the Monetary Policy Committee for report Bank of Ghana are reduced from I see 250 basis a year points. Eti we the calculation about almost 15.5%. Eti I don't know that I your screen this so no. I would you know.
Enti we about 15.5.
Yeah.
Inflation at 5.5.
Yeah.
See the Nigerian brand.
Enti
we a conducive business environment abina creative for businesses to thrive.
Money board data be so me we say cost, building cost, inflation.
Yes.
And so I fall about 4.4%.
Yes. And I say iron rods.
Yes.
Say you the see
yeah,
the cement see down.
Yeah.
Aboy the see down.
Yeah.
And to say all the iron rods na see down na enkane 1 ton 9,500 ne about 7,000. Na cement enkane 125 Ghana cedis and ne ubenya bi 108 Ghana cedis. In fact, 32.5 no the plastering no crowd you see ano and the number 70
yeah
3 Ghana cedis. I'm all for benefit.
It is here dance eba be money home so.
Obi abesi bisa oye driver, oton ade, oton kobi, oton we. I know ya juma, usudi nya obi bi di show ma di bi besi dine. That is all about leadership and all about government. Enti Ghanaians appreciate it. Can there be more? Yes. Aban no de share pabegu akwemu a President Mama ene na aban ebema niema ko from the more. Ama eniji aiden abafie.
Okay. Dr. Sammy Ayen, presidential aide, Nenka, and Motian. Sir, and Ajuma 360.
Yes, and then you may yena Ghana for wedding nkomo through NDC 360.
Okay. Your point, mama.
Yeah, the expose be brebe to just
expose Dr. Sammy Ayen, or a medical doctor, or a medical doctor. And Tony Goodman, acting head of health training institutions of Ghana, also a spokesperson, Ministry of Health. Eti ne chocho guru form you know ba. Senior akwaba.
Major souvenir.
Bibia boko dia.
Odi achaye. Se kruma de na de na. You know in the past no nam kruma. Chale feeling na hu bi ni na nye. Especially period where you be school.
Yeah.
Chale. But it's similar.
Yeah. Generally akoy normal.
Won't take complain there say first no.
Usike san obotuma na hwede to.
Maybe already. As a January so the recapa
I contempt grammar. But so usike san na dey tia. But catch you obotuma. Oh. What dey answer dey chu na una ba bia akọ.
Enti you know we are happy. Say basa na ma NCDs no so eco form. Nipa pressure will come eco form.
Yeah.
Or share various interventions and they go my cases. And yeah, this is just a better time to be a Ghanaian. Every sector could be things are happening everywhere. Now Sha pointing Obia Hokika or the Ejuma tells you clearly, sir, there is a new wind blowing in this country. There is that sense of patriotism, that sense of belonging. Look at how even Nigeria for the Ghana Ghana, it tells you say there is something happening here. Just before Penamecas on do
I see. Yending komo kakra. From Ministry of Health on Monday, I think me who say yes is here no most more sporting nipa.
My quite so before I export any no. Say no the any
yeah yenin komo kakra. So far minim say you over 70,000 health professionals are AYEH school tifia omunya adwuma, and I know say ministry no budget na modi adwuma in terms of recruitment na they are there. Monkrofo yi edin krofo jamo omama nkrofo appointment but ehun krata 70 kasem mo ba egumuko mutimi pamsa nkrofo nso monko because omnyina Ghana for yanya ne tie say money other countries is in sign contias apam contractual agreements we be 2 years be 3 years na they are there. Throw more lights on these interventions na here.
Me da say my main chat here for we and ahwefo near a woman say as part of I mo fefe na omo ko no effort say you be manage migration. Their friend is migration nipa na efi Ghana
okay
akwa no akoye adwuma no
okay
said you be manage aban e be ginem aboa na ayefe
okay
say nipa no fi ha kwa aban ni bedi na chi enye enkan na nipa na beko ho ni yenim bebi owo na yeye na yakayaka de obi ntimi enka bi we de okwa osika obeje wasitna mu healthcare bibia na ban eni de echi obi eni ho betimi aye o pasapasa bia we ya de a ya frɛ no ya program bia aban ahyehyɛ ya frɛ no Ghana Labor Export Program about so various ministries na aka bo ma ye de edwuma yi yenim sɛ nipa na bebre na pese to kwan. How would government say no say Ghana has made sure say nema omo bianko him
Okay.
whether in country or
Outside.
was say making sure say anybody wechi or brand person kobo hono at least we'll follow you and make sure say we okay. I don't think this our program by just Monday about 121 health professionals in various fields Efi or Memuha Echo Antigua. This is the first badge. This year various badges ebeko in various fields. Ebeko other countries akobwa. Healthcare is not enye nia yenye wahano. Say yare no ufi baby ba. Hana say outbreak bifi baby ba. Now wait to me answer na ebeba beto. Oshe during His Excellency the President the first term no. Ebola biba other African countries to say Sierra Leone, Liberia, and other part of Africa, or to health workers if he had cause a minor so a ma Ebola no cry a brass cry ama Ebola ambagana. So that is our healthcare is a exchange program.
I see.
Ebiane who here medical officer in a particular field that we need. Also between to free be other countries or you know, we have Cuban coming in here war, even Chinese for mobile other part of the world or mobile had the beer on meboa. To say you know, a do time I so say you will capacity to move out there. Nipa bebre na ehwe sika enye sika nko a it puts Ghana a ban in the health sector na the ejina baby obia globally nipa no so Ghana for na more professional health workers another agenda ye pese ye Ghana health tourist destination so ultimate export for no mutimi could dijuma no mo show that professionalism raise the standard of the healthcare higher. What happens is that the people will then follow to your country to come receive healthcare in Ghana. So there are benefits benefiting from what we are doing, and want to thank His Excellency the President for introducing this noble idea called the Ghana Labor Exchange Program.
I see. We are government to government contract.
Yes, this is government to government. Ninyina a part of the program na omo signing apart from MOU na ya signing with sa amine.
Okay.
Individuals also will MOU.
Okay.
These are benefits. Niyama also mu you know mundidi mu mundai mu yarim se nipa na fana then I was a ninyina okay MOU na mo signing.
I see. So after the expiration of that your friend is a period, you know. What next? Obi question no.
Yes, sir won't mention the panel say Brian Ghana.
Okay.
But the program is an exchange program. Do time now you can come back to Ghana.
Okay.
But obviously, yeah, uncrophobia on my feel say, oh yeah, they need any responsibility be our my.
Okay.
So we want to continue our lives to other part of the world. And I say, yeah, per se na your boy bra.
Okay.
So you just have to look at which arrangement there is for Sankrophone.
Okay.
Then they continue their life.
Okay.
Obi o ho ko iwe jebusia or person ko na osaba or ko akopenim di abeboa Ghana. There are various ideas and for the nam. And you just have to make sure that how do we manage all these expectations? So Ghana will be the beneficiary. Ghanaian will be the beneficiary at the end of the day.
I see. Young fan say yako the person samba back to Ghana. Mako practice health a year honor. Coming back to Ghana no. Maybe tell if you na me ba abuy no the measure system nem.
You mean I say? Ne woman say omo koi ni ayaye ne say ya freeze your salary.
Okay.
Enti I ne say nipa no ewo steady leave without pay.
Okay.
No see another process. And I want another steady leave with pay.
Okay.
This one no freezing and no without pay.
Okay.
And now okoba oba integrity are not activating the salary bill. And they are still on our payrolls, but they don't receive salaries.
So these are professionals are omeyejuma or hadada.
Omeyejuma or hadada.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know where you are going to. Baby, na kasa. Adena mom for mom munye juma na.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, you know, we have a dashboard. You know, we won't send all Ghanaians and as best professionals out there and as young professionals in few men. Yeah. Your dashboard. into your request. Request and your whopa. Can say that is where the complaint will come from.
Okay.
If we look at Ibia and Krofo 100, when we 200 there be
Okay.
Hano yewo Bibri they can go. And that is what we are doing. And as I speak to you, His Excellency the President has shared the Minister for Health say in training in Krofo, especially nurses in some particular areas.
Okay.
I mean you can say by some few weeks you'll be advertising for more person endocrinology, oncology, emergency care, critical care, and other specialist program.
Okay.
And also your request AYEH.
Okay.
So your person you produce one for the international market and two for the Mahama care because of the NCDs now. Your person your brand also ewahana. So nim or more because as part of your mandate, your person provide quality care, health care to the people.
Okay.
Two, we want to also make sure that the capacity to give to the people. Into your more bianco.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say okay, ebia o share dashboard this one. Your cardiology nurse in 10. Now you say omonko no. No, and yes, I baby, I feel say you would do no.
Not more you kakra.
Ne kakra.
Okay.
So Oman Kwa, the system is already choked. Oman Kwa, Oman Mutifie over 80,000 can also join.
Okay. Okay. So are you saying say enipa 121 na ekono within that 3-year contract no sign no mobile replace you more?
Definitely very pleased. Say anytime Uncle for Bermuda.
Okay.
Then and they must know also those who think say I was say yes no more move so Edu baby o rejumamu e nursing field now.
Yes.
You work under supervision.
Okay.
Or more call they have worked up to a period.
Okay.
Say no they are going to work. And then you don't want us to send people to who have no knowledge or now say they have less experience to bring the image of our profession down.
Okay.
You also want to give your best. No much as a Ghana, professionals.
Yeah.
Until we look at all these nuances and then making sure say whatever we are doing, Ghana first. In fact the best out and then make sure say health sector never.
I see. Eti countries benaka. Gomatise say Barbados be your I've heard
Jamaica
Trinidad and
Tobago for various
Jamaica
countries.
Is it?
Oh, various countries.
Wow.
Germany, as I speak to you, Germany is in country. They are looking at us training together.
Okay.
Training.
Okay.
They want because of language barrier.
Okay.
Training together and then now into various programs UK. But what but we just don't go sign an agreement and say
okay.
It must be in the interest of this country. If it's not in the interest of Ghana, forget it.
You
be brave. And yes, I sign be brave. Oh yeah. But the interest of this country is paramount.
I see. I see. It meaning without experience, you know. About fresh for and almost start here, humanity.
Bedding. Just imagine sending panacona. One of them. I feel now all finding the feet.
Okay.
Now on the alcohol.
Okay.
They may not know how your supervision. So your person now we are full-fledged nurse. I bet me I did Jumasha on Sawaye without disgracing or mine.
I see. So far on paper, ni person a goofy. Momo data kitamono.
80,000. Currently, we were 80,000. This year, a biba can say bibi school and next year, you have every year you have about close to 20,000 coming out. Every year, and until we are even looking at reducing the number of schools. We are looking at reducing those who the private sector no more, but the more policy approval to go and
run those
and also what we want, the specialized areas now your pet nipa.
I don't know about running.
So I don't know how running. Then we'll give you and yes idea here you never net for my
okay, so I had if you produce close to 20,000 yearly or annually, I had a buying team annually now. Because now say we say more 13,000 in Hojuma.
Yes, you can imagine.
This is still I know.
13,000. And you look at it from Sikasemu.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 13,000. That's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge. But near year come no sa 80,000. It is because I buy a cream for some period no one funny pa. Enti yewo 2019 e wo fie. Yewo 2020 wo fie. Yewo 2021 2020.
2019 wo fie.
O de ba o de bio call na hwe course obenya. O mo ti fie. In the past na bia menu na ono so enemy o ho na o de nepa na for corner na ya fado. So yetimi jump badges. They were just picking anyhow.
Oh okay. Okay.
Enti with 2019 no, you can have part of them working.
Okay.
Part in the house. And or not belong here. No.
But anka property na say we
you open a portal for all of them. So
badges,
that badge in badges.
2019 for one year.
Monko. Next
batch 2020.
Yes. And no any problem kesi pa aba. And because year no now show more so retire feel.
Okay.
Na ebi obi aje steady leave. We'll share the number of people who are on steady leave or mobile Bible in 3 years' time.
Okay.
Who should be a person or will be all retire. So, that calculation is like your abeship. But so one for that long. I can tell you, because I said last the health sector now they have actually messed it up to a point we have to go back. And until now, the various interventions now, His Excellency they go buano. A lot has gone on. I feel now yeah charging na 111 issues now and also but a lot of issues in our health sector where I pray say the current minister would continue working the way at times me so how much na me hone corner see
I could be catching them say na kobna but shwem kobna so oni afuru oni sre to be ho na kobna check. But in terms of retirees, you know, and all more data, and say, you have say a be free mono be ba. You produce close to 20,000. Near all sick leave, the all steady leave, no one will be shame.
Less than that number.
Retirees in less.
Well, less, yes. You can have a very low crowd.
Wow.
Very low crowd.
Wow.
Now, calculate the amount of money we spend. So funny pa. And until now, I was saying, you see, as a queen, and ye knew anoma, on him says 13,000.
Yes.
He started to a bika. Amo, you were raised BRC. And also, you go so. A person nya breakdown as to how this month a bit here, next month a bit here says na 18 because so funny pa nya anya skakitwa.
I don't know.
Anya skakitwa.
Nipa 13,000.
Yeah.
I see. But so far, I'm quite rotation for you. Mudu obi aka. Because last we will be testing me say. Also almost started almost service no. Previous administration.
Yeah, I get me hunia. Who say
almost about 2 assessments.
Yes, so is a rotation for no. Ebi wie kra. Ekot na fie. Yan yentua mo ka.
Oh, okay.
Ansa ye ba.
Oh, okay.
Enti yen ye sika na nka wo say de tua we mu no. Ye de clear sa nkrofo no mo
fie no.
Nti se say no, ye next target omo a omo wo mu no. Because nipa na wie wa board homework for nkrofo ko bobusia for period now. I say hwe ti clear no. Ti ye next way omo wo mu se.
I think we wie so dey anka we wie onko ana mo yan sa.
Obebodua. No, but it was a whole mess. Even medical officers or my year or more house jobs say we are motifi.
Wow.
It was a whole mess.
Wow.
Somewhere 890 group B. It was a whole mess. A lot. Nipa na wie na the rotation tifi. Onim whether or cold so jina ho here them. This kind of buy sanitize space no. Enti aka just 2 groups omo ye rotation say and omo ejuma I was say tiasa
but obi catch us na yesika ni job so sa no so nams time be no so akufo no start here but he be we papa penso so ye tia 6 months Ebi akam so say okay there. What the baby search the amount. Baby search the amount. And one guy be by me from Kolebu. Say no can be so I'm about interview. Say one share down how one name is
Interview for
abroche for ya bia.
oh
Moye bibisa.
yes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a kind say and yet just signing of the document.
Okay.
What they will nipa or member, so you have to be sure say
Okay.
they will be okay.
Okay.
Until no, you can't finalize it. I'm about first one.
Okay.
You better second one, which hasn't even taken place. But yeah, there are issues are yeah clear. Until very soon you will. But more doing say more call and account where yeah different under the program that me boy earlier.
Okay. All right. Tony, you better about hobby.
You.
And I be a catcher or the be fee more.
Say me pese me ma enyine hu say.
Okay.
Currently, the health sector, and the same journey other sectors of the economy, and me assure say, near cost of Ministry of Health now, actually said there are a lot of improvements. Anytime I go hospital now, feel say there are issues you need to let us know. They say in every hospital, so we display on client service number. Just call. They say na yenti asam no end so. Oshe Nansen, Fort Estate, some expose were Ridge and then Kolebu.
Okay.
And then so as I speak to you, Ochina board you better inaugurate committee to look into that matter.
Okay.
And make sure you strengthen your system. And at all points juma, if you have issue, just let us know. We'll fix it. Because himself problems now be now inherit. We'll make sure we clean the system and make it perfect for you.
I see. Major or first around the besides health facilities are one mom President Mama part one. And then the mumbe inherit kwan be na mode fa so because sisi akwara egu hoyi minim say yade because yenyina yedidi no mo de be yare in terms of hospital there amafo call brano for instance 120 health facility ana President Mama yewa betifi Elon Musk was say one ekro you say abetifi Elon Musk the occupy PP prana champo hoya wantimi ahwa bia yi that's what prim honum in fact tepa so the see who also the honum yes those facilities more than day
you mean I say various visits to some sites when him say the directive from His Excellency to the Honorable Minister and say making sure the hospitals now you start on non so before all corner
yes
yebe hwe na ye wie ni nyina ni a yebe to ye ne under agenda 111 ne ho kika ni nyina ye hwe na ye wie enti eno ye one of the taxa ye guso a ye hwe various scenarios about ye hwe was a project na I traveled that number of years getting funding for it a bit difficult but you guso agenda 111 no Minister Naka said, "Ebi wo ha yebeko into PPP arrangement." So what he wokope usika na oba na also agenda 111 yemfa ma opese oni aban call PPP arrangement. Ye de be ma na warane. We association to say GMA, GRNM, other groups So omoba na ombehu Minister for Health na omonya discussion ye de be ma warane. Churches we are sorry now you feel say person going to hospital taking care of people but and also yeah the more aban and this particular year share about 10 to 20 now it may be those ones under aban sase in there not na the other one na person share na going forward equipment issues
okay
the actual equipment and the equipment replacement project, 2014. By most of them, but minister a different way of managing equipment in this country. Now saying or call Ada any various agency heads, special purpose vehicle. I be running equipment. Say you call hospital and special purpose na equipment the whole how do we run it? Should we bring on board a private person to run? Should we run it as into various scenarios and koso sa sector no. Into ejumana de yegusu.
Okay.
Yegusu.
All right. Yeah, but 90.5 FM no asugo with you know. Asin Fusu, Rich FM 98.7. One more Alpha. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV Sanso and Facebook Radio Gold 905 FM. Power Specialist about hospital. For Daroma, account be SOS hepatitis, sciatica, arthritis, gono, syphilis, broken bones, ulcer, and hernia. A power specialist about hospital. Bebacho, ye Kumasi for Yase, Sanso so and Accra. Accra no yɛwɔ ɛyɛ Kwabenya and afei so Takrade Energy Estate frɛ 0244544422 big go drink bakwa Trillium Industrial Company Limited, producers of Rush Energy Drink and Avena Mineral Water for Akofaba your big go cola kɛseɛ power hɔ no mu a ne taste no tumi sɛ ɛmu ɔdɛ papa ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa eti pebito na mo ye papa Palm Hills natural mineral water and super power nom na enuane no wom sisi ni padua no na ohonam atoso kra no Palm Hills natural mineral water eti na just near Ghana Tree Crops Investment Summit, an exhibition baso nyame adomwa from 17th February akopim 20th a 4 days event and baso Accra International Conference Center. Anopa na watwe na dwumadi na hyase His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abeba be grace occasion kama tibra the investors, agri-business leaders, traditional leaders, CEOs and entrepreneurs bag gidigidi enya asem ketwa enti aba behwe 6 main tree crops no cashew, coconut, oil palm, rubber, mango and a share enti eno na theme no I say sustainable growth through tree crops investment, resetting and building Ghana's green economy. Enti President Mahama Eba and His Royal Majesty Otumfo Osei Tutu our Tosum Ononsu Ebeba Enyasem. But events aka ebe dia chiri gidi nti frɛ 0208144879 na agyenhyire mu bi a ɛno nso atimi aka ɔmada ɔmaka bi yɛde dwumadi no ɛbrɛ etikai na ɛhyɛ ne so your Free Minister of Health today, your Mura the presidency.
So me Minister of Health.
Okay.
I'm aware say in some few weeks from now you'll be launching free primary health care.
Exactly.
And I'm told say there's a technical committee minister set here. I will say free primary health care. Health care the most fundamental.
Okay.
Primary. There are about 8 core components of primary health care.
Okay.
Number 1, food and nutrition. Maternal and child health. I say first, many in women's and some those programs. There are a lot of programs to make sure say child mortality and what have you need now from.
Yeah.
Another component, a provision of essential drugs, drugs and kitty, very fundamental. Also be now some of these things, health facilities are taking charge by cheap compounds and health centers.
Okay.
Cheap compounds, can say community-based health planning and services. That's the full meaning.
Okay.
And health centers. I am told because of government policy, one say time district assembly common fund.
Yes.
Finance minister catalogue percentages of sikana diamond diomofanye.
Okay.
Ebia 20% 24-hour market, 10% cheap compounds, 10% educational facilities and what have you. I'm aware. Say from now to 2028, government has a plan of developing a number of these cheap compounds and health centers.
I see.
And I know, say every chip compound be actually at least have 2 nurses.
Chip compound be
2 to 3.
Wow.
And it's at the end of the 4 years, let's say 10,000 chip compounds. multiply by 3, we are looking at about 30,000
30,000
necessary umbenya adwuma aye.
Wow.
And it's a very important health policy abina ye. And we know, and yes, I say, yeah, be you. The finance minister has already directed the municipal assemblies and district assemblies to roll out this program. And I know a number of them are various stages of completion. I know, say, it will be done. And so, whilst we are putting in place measures, say, you can say, export of these health or exchange of these health workers, we are also putting in place measures to expand our health sector and employ a number of these. I'm also aware, as a health minister, last year, there was planned to complete about 10 of the Agenda 111 hospitals. This year, they will be continued. All in all, no, I also know, say, this is the first time I have financed health insurance. Afibia. Once the President Mama buy tabonoa, 9 people before the two national health insurance.
Okay.
President Mama FRO. Ama today, the Health Insurance Authority is now even dedicating part of its funding, about 2 billion, to Mahama Cares program.
I see.
And TNE, within a space of a year, over 650,000 Ghanaians have found confidence in national health insurance and are rolling onto the program. Because of increased funding and what have you see, claims and a problem. Yet now the health insurance is now encouraging health facilities to bring their claims for prompt payment. That is the beauty of President Mama, the governance and the leadership appear in almost every sector of our national life, of our social life, and what have you. It's about President Mama Abaso. The future is bright. We'll do more. And I believe things will be fine.
Okay. But President Mama Hwabi Mnyina Honum. I'm say over the weekend. Papa Kasa. Ne asemo kanyina ne say ono de oba beji Ghana no nim say oman no apratiti apansam do no ya we pa. But the rate at which economy na revive no orokra no ne ho adwiri no. Enti or that's not crama nyame. Which means say nyango podi or my award bi ade aka no. Aye nipa ne hyehyɛ ne na ho say obedi ne ho ni na otimi aye niema. Enti wakase the economy recovery no and a turn around no a shocking no. And then one issue that wa ebedi ho nkomo. Then also yes so okay, so the labor aspect there papa na kan ho asɛmti yenko ho biem. Na fe yaba MPP primaries no so nyame adoma Saturday omokoto aba menim say Saturday dey be draw on there na dey be say nya sewie now Kennedy
be say ekume preko election
global info for say atepe bomb to win. There's another a group also Kennedy is winning.
So I say 2024 election.
Yeah.
Na post no doors power.
Na post no doors.
Be MPP for na help man.
Yeah, Doctors Mansapon. On money so money or here back. And them say grophobis ko here back. And globally for the no gina fifi.
Just our data na there. Mansapon the end there. Say omiji data for MPP for nko ho.
I okay. Also the nipa 90,000 a year. Maybe no so far 3,000, 2,000 or more analysis na there. So these are issues about the economy.
Yes. And say you are aware. Even Fitch I predict say we'll end 2025 with an exchange rate for 15 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
You could see saying we ended about 10 point. Christmas and now it was $1 crack or that time another $1 ever for. And President Mama is a humble person. On yanenum. On one ho. Or so than I said na America coupon. But we all know the cost. The investment the president has done because of his dedication, commitment to serve this country properly. And now, Oyobia Ojinya Midi Yepa, very spiritual, religious person, Ojide Pa Onyakopomo. There are many of them. Inflation. In fact, all share the IMF staff level agreement MPP for IMF for Koyeno. They are predicting to say we'll end the year's inflation with about 8 to 10% inflation. But we did 5.4. What you say? in 1 year, I might be to me movie debt to GDP ratio from 61% to 41%. Policy rates 30% to 15%.
15.5.
The BHS say indicators ni na what they planned, no. President Mama did more than what he wanted to do. Ni na because of love for this country. And yes, I name away now without going to Eurobond market.
Yanko. And Profession. Uncle
Once the President Mama opposition now, he was hammering homegrown solutions. We are capable.
But minority press conference on your leader and say, Sanema winning, you're tying into the IMF program.
Say nuntina. I say na ye expose when this 360 no. Share on 17th May 2023.
Okay.
And I buying any IMF a share sa extended credit facility program na say.
Okay.
What do you mean? 17th May 2023 no more agree.
Okay.
For disbursement of about 3
billion
in 3 years. Into say IMF intina NDC are buying economy ni ko yi ana.
Exactly.
Into senka within 1 year IMF program to me turning around an economy. Can you say 17 May 2024 now going to MPP are buying economy in 10. What did they make it?
Yeah.
Say IMF program alone to me turning economy in 1 year. They should have been the first beneficiary. Into Kasanka by 17 May 2024 no. Kasanka Ghana economy no.
Program run for 3 years. So first year no. As it get me who signs.
Sir, if IMF alone is enough.
Okay.
Yeah, by 5 tranches of IMF disbursement. First one 600, second one 600, third one 300, fourth one 300, fifth one 300 and something. Nina, 300. Omunenya the lion's share of IMF disbursement.
Okay, the lion what patch say?
IMF disbursement 5 now, but emu 3. Equal when they were in government. And now emu 3 no. Nina ne ye akese pa. Yes.
So that's the lion's share.
Yes. Enti kaye can say aban bi benefited from an IMF program. And until as IMF program it me turning around an economy. They should have been the best beneficiary. Because they should even complain. Because I got more time because I got $1 thing. Because I'm going to
85 disbursements so far. No?
3. Yes, by 4th one was in April, 5th one was in December.
Okay. Last year.
Yes. I'm going to benefit from it. And it's our argument to say IMF program na Ghana economy jina no eye rodu rather sem eye in contempo in a tro sema nyina so bia nim. No intelligent person will make that argument. Enti eno no nkoda. Number 2 was yo a car ya restructure no within 1 year no so count na my economy na dey ejina eno so e tro uneti amekasa
metio
in 2023 ena domestic debt program all the agreements who tell me Ransford analysis can be anything in that year they restructured 200 billion Ghana cedis
2023
yes 200 billion nipa 1 domestic bonds
okay
nipa 1 million in Ghana middle class musika catch say coupons no ometua nkakra to 2035 37 okay ama foko gina finance ministry ebi bob na ebi suni former chief justice na be gina that time you restructured debt of 200 billion
cedis
me no ka say ye ba ye processes na sha say ni na only $2.8 billion per and ayen and I restructure no process na sha say under the MPP
I see.
And it's a 200 billion Ghana cedis. Our restructure into me and save economy. And this is the $2.8 billion per no. And not to me a severe economy. Because say one of the reasons debt relief.
That's true.
And to 200 billion and to me save economy. And this is the $2.8 billion per no.
Less than 3 billion.
Yes, it's me a severe economy. There's no sense in it. There is no consistency. There is no argument. Number 3 also. And this year, by now, it's not spending.
Yeah.
That time I buy me here, this assembly come on for analysis, be real. Or say, I'm gonna now almost spending.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in 2024, Abra say we Kwamanka Senkwa, they only paid this assembly come on for 290,000 Ghana cedis.
290,000
Yes,
Ghana cedis.
yes.
For the whole year.
Yeah, for the whole year. For the whole year. And the FS, I know the average you pay 300,000.
Yeah.
And be magnanimous. 300,000 multiplied by 261 district assemblies. Okay, Kambuma, about 75 million pay.
Yeah.
But NDC are buying now or say we are not spending. In the first quarter of 2025 alone, yeah, this been say this has come off for 6 million. Would the whole year you 290,000?
290,000.
By NDC are buying also yeah spending. Yeah, you 6 million per quarter.
3 months.
Yes. Me phone in ya kamicho. At first in core parliament, you know, ready chair parliament say. As at the end of the first quarter, no matter you have 987 million Ghana cedis for the first quarter this assembly. Divide it
261
by 261. You see that every quarter be no mutu 6 million. But also NDC are buying and spending.
It will be the 4 quarters to year 290,000.
Yeah, one quarter
One
to year
quarter
6
to year
million.
6 million.
I have it here. There was a crime in somewhere. And I'll come so maybe I'll come me yatro. Me yatro. Once I me 2 million.
Yeah.
No much see.
1 quarter 6 million.
Any document in any.
Okay.
I don't know whether your cameras can pan onto it. Me they send yama
From
Sebiga. Me yama worry.
Eti yeguso edi enkomo no. MCs no DCs no na say MMDs no ma menka ne sa. Sika mo kɔ hɔ a na kyerɛ sɛ
Development
ɛde mpuntuo ɛba yabobo
and so say, oh yeah, because we are not spending in critical sector. Mr. O, this assemblies common fund any critical sector. Say critical sector, Anna.
Yeah.
But government has spent more than what the MPP claims say. Almost spending no more yeah. The big guy is loading. And this is to collapse on argument and say Abai is not spending. Mr. O, yeah, ba mu. National Health Insurance.
Yeah.
No more the car claims in 603 million.
Cedis.
Yes. 603 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, by the finance minister already the first mid-year budget. Na sikatri 3 dia abai ne tuya. Ye tuya by the end of the by mid-year budget. Now to force are sending 4.6 billion Ghana cedis.
4.6 billion
Ghana cedis. 4.6 billion Ghana cedis. Ye tuya omo kana omuja wo no. Asa tuya claims a eya crew ye between that time. Me dey send this bigger we projecting. What Rebecca? Yeah, I am spending no. Ye tuya sa claims na tuya omo de ya omuja wo. Share leap. MPP say no mo kasa ai na leap. A car no mo di o leap credit couldn't pay. It is under the NDC government of President Mama and you have 477 million. Yet I can free. Yeah, I was here spending.
Yeah.
We are spending more than you. Nursing training allowance, teacher training allowance. What about Kai say? From 2 girl be co-exposing Dr. Baumia.
Yeah.
Because the propaganda. And I quite be saying, and I also want to your allowance. Yeah, by 3 years in Minyana. What be? Yeah, by nursing training allowance. You have 462 million by mid-year. A clear car. Teacher training, you clear car. Get fund for the first time 4.6 billion Ghana and away yacho. So we got second one no. To where the first part, there's a second part. Me didn't now send though. And on a statement in the war.
Eti Nkata statement to Parliament. Dr. Kizla to force an MP.
What they call Parliament.
Minister for Finance.
And today, also, Mr. Speaker, we have transferred a sum of 987,965,073 Ghana cedis. Almost a billion Ghana cedis. Who divided by 261. Every district has 6 million. Wow. This is a buyer. NPP say it's not spending. But look at the spending we are doing. What you say?
I see.
I can go on and on and on. Capitation grant. MPP4 left it in 6 terms. You buy 72 million year to ya. Free SHS who did. In fact, I have documents here. Omwa minister, Amin Adams. Okache Ghana for any my enjoy online. Or say 9.9 billion in 8 years almost spending on free SHS. Meanwhile, Dr. Toforsen, the media budget to read here.
Yeah.
By the time we read the media budget, no what you 1 billion in free SHS. In mid-year, what you 1 billion.
By the time we read the media budget,
yes, no what you 1 billion.
What you 1 billion
for free SHS.
But now, I mean, that's what you are saying.
Almost 8 years in the
8 years
9 billion.
And will be the 6 months.
It will be the 6 months. What you 1 billion. If I had the largest budget of free SHS, I got 3.5 billion
for a year.
Yes. The government of President Mahama, or they were expecting say you best spending on National Cathedral. And now you have private jet, that president tree.
Yeah.
You have high private jet. No, we are spending in critical sectors of the economy. To be a catcher, will say the government is not spending now. Seeing who they don't know what they are talking about.
Okay, one of the accusations in the ministries. Yes, most have some agencies and ministries in the budget. You have to do CBA. You do a Greek. You do be a energy. You do a be a summer sea ornament. You have to do a paper so but says it can't be Conady and call.
The finance minister and the government are doing extremely well in making sure it's a critical ministries and what will be. Of course, everybody will have difficulty.
Okay.
Ghana a developing country. But I can tell you, say, most of them omunya musika e wasa omusaka.
Okay.
What you are saying?
The other been operation ama
be a cost
for the
what
year.
me realizing the vision of the president.
Okay.
It's being done.
What
you are saying? There are little difficulties. I don't know you're normal. Say, expect ebia obesa finance minister tuya no January but ebia February no yede otuya. Obesa otuya no February ebia otuya no April otuya no March. At the end of the day why yede otuya. Oti they make us. Enti enkakra we are going to get there. And I am happy about how our name is equal. I know say emrepemuno how our ministers doing say or say finance minister bibiano. The finance minister will do it, President Mama will do it, and what have you. There is no problem. But MPP4 they must not talk about expenditure. They must not. They must not. They were always overrunning expenditure. Omotra say my cocoa board, cocoa rose 21 billion. Abraham they didn't even have a budget.
Budget in where the bear
contract 21 billion. I bet that cocoa board so. Cocoa board CEO Michiano Dr. Randy Abe or boy Juma Papa.
Last time Ishiano na or hear the presentation or say so far a cut 32 billion. Maybe so much is one about 25.
Obia to ya.
Yeah, Obia to and one.
Say to ya bibia and kakra. Say this is what I cost in the last 8 years. 1 year yebi so. What you say? Until we will get there. Why big push and big push. Rose Minister we are with Michiano. Honorable Kwame Abuja.
Yeah.
Big push when Sika President Mama de chatto. Who you wrote? Why? You buy of our corners. Didn't they award it in a contract? Did they pay? And then I buy and they release 800 million for it to be done. And so we are spending more than them. This is 7 days Mogo Ransford Fatum chain.
Okay. Yam picky course no kakra. Na fi yam fa program no emra yam picky course no kakra 0302 3034 92 0599 922 922 ubetimi aba ebra yefa course no na advert fm e the amount Heart Builders Real Estate mo asase ewo eye Dawa Luchu Boy Shy Hills Ningo Chopoli Akuse ositua 50% ne aka no what you have 50% no na aka no obema flexible payment terms. Yes, obema flexible payment terms na fe udi atua obema flexible payment terms na udi atua from 6 months to 1 year obeko samwa no na fe on hawa eniema enso ebesifa akono yetonto adansi ho niema etikai na ehye ne so emame eti eno so eno ye kokodi akoye nim no wase men kan cho se ye Wakaketo Divisional Police Station headquarters war Old Mandela Park Sherman Fre 0241665200 0241665200 Third Eye Care Innovation Center when you ya DBA no eho ɛna wɔde ɛbɛkɔ mepakyɛ wate aseɛ ebi awbrɛ ansana wahunade wotaa hyɛ ahwehwɛniwa wode ɛmu aduru awe wopɛ papa ne bo ɛwɔ fam a Third Care and Vision Center your North Ridge Esanso Airport Residential Area enti na kyɛ sɛ neɛteɛ ɛnso so ɛno no ɔfrɛ ɛyɛ adwuma every day yes ɛyɛ adwuma every day but mame nkɔ ahoma ne so na mempeke me first caller mebakyɛ odi ma bi afrɛfi yes sir
hello watch una omega kan ko shout ni
omega yankwa
yɛda ase paa yɛ mpanyinfoɔ no ɔmo akyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm ma ato aso mu yɛn nyinaa yɛhu sɛ nhyehyɛ ɛkɔ fan na mmom adeɛ kakra ɛwɔ fam no sɛ aban dada no ɛde meters bi bae saa meters no ɛtwe light bill too much yɛbɛkyerɛ yɛ papa energy minister ɛne AYEH sɛ wɔn hyehyɛ saa meters no ma yɛn na adwuma kakra yɛyɛ no credit a yɛtɔku ayi no so no ɛdɔɔso nti yɛsrɛ paa sɛ adwuma deɛ yɛ papa GM ɔbɔ adwuma yɛni atɔ yɛda no ase na mmom nneɛma nketenkete bi wɔ hɔ a wɔn ntwɛn nte sɛ ma yɛn saa mita dadaada a aban dadaada de baeɛ deɛ ɛnyɛ wɔn nkyɛn nyima yɛn na yɛn ho kyerɛ wɔ hɔ ɛna deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu so wɔn ma sika mmra system no mu sika ba system no a yɛn nyinaa yɛayɛ free nti ma mo mmɔ mo brothers na aba so wɔn ayɛ adeɛ paa wate also wabisa project question ama yɛda ase paa nyame nhyira wo
bɛda ase ɔkakwe omega ɔkakwe omega ɛna ɔde ne de aba to sɛ moma sika ɛmmra system no mu paa na ɔno nso so ɛhu how a ɛnɛma bɛsi fa akɔ no ɛnti Third Care foɔ no mesrɛ wo ɔmo yɛ adwuma every day ti ɔmo number no yɛ 0245938389 ɛna 0543287008 ɛti na kyerɛ sɛ neɛ teɛ ɛno ɛbatwɛ hwan nie dabi line no adrɔpe ɛm sɛ ɔpeki a na akate menim deɛ ɔpeki kɔɔde pa ne no akate ɛti maame ɛmfa the next caller. Hello, good afternoon. Dabi saa da yɛwɔ ho ɔmo fra ɔmo brɛ yɛse problem ana anaa mofrɛ 0302 yɛwɔ 303492 ɛna ɛyɛ 300282 yɛsɛ course no ɔmo brɛ paa nsa na yeah, one more fat. It's almost brep. I don't know what is happening. Mr. Kill, Memadro, Mzeba could be Abamu Hanum. Maybe join you.
Minyabachi, Maha.
Yes, I'm from Brepa.
Baffe, they say, what family MP and Eba, now what family will win this Eba. Including Amincata, 2 years, one, Amincati, MP, no,
okay. Yanko.
Yeah, Minya, what boy, Juma, Yankupon and Shroud. Namin that Dr. Ayat. Doctor Nia, they say the communication crap with you. That she will be a weapon in Yankupon Shran. Now, Tony Goodman, so I'm going to my power Ministry of Health in Yankupon Common. Now, I'm bought a man about it. But what you tell me, we allow the Catano, how can I say, the voluntary review? No, almost 90-something% in Libya and town for you. Now, I'm so be standing say, oh, that's Robert Shah. Dokunoni any what now take a chance the best irrelevant na never got on catch talk I
make I pa
intent me over tennis verdict no look when me no can say look it a best certificate I see Ghana card we here see no so will be matter intimate the Supreme Court for me be side of money because for the first time in this in the Ghana issue and that what means say ye bo atema obi ani agi sadie we eye pass enya research because be nso na nado so da but actually so officer pass na nado apenso can you see we maybe am got to this na saba be this yet nati emma for 4 years yet demand for be some more representative can you mudi ya to person now so under the watch of John Mahama, His Excellency, Yatnasima, a government in power, tell Lusu for one. Into me, because micro minority leader bet me